Dan, here we are in the future.
What part of the future?
I don't know. The 2050, 2060, around there.
We all get robot suits, right?
Yeah, everyone gets strap-on exo-suits that make you able to double jump and rip off car doors so you can handle drone swarms and all that sort of stuff. The future is there's a lot of bad shit happening.
It's a trade-off for getting a cool skeleton robot suit.
Yeah, I guess so.
You gotta take the good with the bad.
That's one way to look at it. This is the PlayStation 4 version of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which is out now as a result of them deciding to put it out on a Monday and calling it like, if you pre-order, you get it on Monday.
Oh, is it the day zero thing?
Yeah. So, it's a Call of Duty game. It has the standard modes you would expect, a multiplayer, some kind of co-op thing, and a campaign. But they make some pretty meaningful changes along the way.
They've been talking up a big game, and obviously, being a new studio and everything, it seems like the right time to make big changes. And I'm curious to see how the navigation stuff changes as far as running around and mobility.
Yeah,
that's one thing that has not really changed in recent, since ever, really.
And that is the biggest and most dramatic change in this game is the stuff they've done with the movement. The campaign's the campaign. It's very straightforward. It's not like Black Ops 2. There's no branching paths, which I think is super unfortunate, because that was a really cool idea. And it's like crazy that didn't make its way into the other games.
Everyone liked that, didn't they?
I really liked it. Yeah, it was. But it's one of those things where it's like when you have different studios making different games. Like how do the new ideas transfer between those games? So it's. I don't know. There's stuff about this game that I think will make it very hard for any other studio making a Call of Duty game after this one, which is to say I think that the changes they've made are pretty cool.
Okay.
So this being the future and it being a military game, naturally it deals with PMCs. Every single story about future military deals with PMCs.
Right.
You may have seen Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
He is the head of Atlas. And we play as a guy named Mitchell, and we have joined Atlas. This will be our first full mission with Atlas after some kind of prologue stuff sets up some storyline business.
Okay. And you are Mitchell there?
That's Mitchell right there.
Okay.
And as a result of him being named Mitchell, every time anyone says Mitchell, I think about Joe Don Baker.
Joe Don Baker?
Who played Mitchell in the movie Mitchell.
The hell are you talking about?
Talking about Joe Don Baker, star of Mitchell.
Is this a reference I should get?
Have you seen Mitchell?
We're saying Mitchell a lot here.
Mitchell.
What the fuck is Mitchell?
Mitchell, Joe Don Baker plays a cop.
Okay.
Trying to some guys bringing in some heroin.
Okay.
He is a rough and tumble, filthy slob of a cop.
This is all sounding pretty good so far. So this is the game version of that.
Yeah, basically.
This is Mitchell.
This is a retelling of the events of Mitchell. Set against the backdrop of the lines of power drawn between governments and PMCs.
Okay.
So here we are. This is a hostage situation here. The KVA have taken these guys hostage. We're gonna
bag him.
So you're moving this thing around?
Yeah, I am now moving the fly drone. I did not get into this room, but
can it shoot little darts and stuff like in Perfect Dark?
Nope. It's just a tiny fly for me to get some exposition here.
The only question is when and how.
80s here is the head of the KVA. Okay. He seems like a bad man.
I know they were talking about a big game about consulting with futurists and everything and making sure that all this future technology was actually pretty feasible or in talks right now. Oh, Lord.
That's bad for that guy.
Oh, no.
In the future, guys will get shot in the head and it may kill them.
War has changed.
Prophet, they just executed a hostage. We're striking now.
So is the story, like, Modern Warfare was probably the worst as far as, like, well, twin levels, here's just people talking over maps, and no one really knows what's going on or who's bad.
Like, the cutscenes are much better. It's one of those things where you always, whenever they're putting celebrities into games like this,
Let's show them what Atlas can do.
You never know how it's going to go, but they get a lot out of Kevin Spacey, and I think he's very effective.
It's time to send them
So it's not a thing where he's just in like 2 big scenes or whatever, and then that's it? Like
Yeah, like the intel you're unlocking and going back to the intel menu are like diary entries about what he was thinking, what his character was thinking during these missions and that sort of stuff. So it's not a Kiefer Sutherland situation.
Okay.
He's an active participant, and I think that character model looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
It's very effective. So
That was a really smart move on their part. Like a super A-list actor.
I think it's one of those things that could have gone way wrong, but it actually has worked out quite well for him.
Awesome. This looks really good on PS4.
It's a nice looking game. Yeah. I also have played on the Xbox One. It looks pretty much identical to this.
And this looks like a big step up from Ghosts.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until I went back and played Ghosts after playing through it, and just went like, oh, right, the frame rate's all over the place. Like, everything's pretty grungy by comparison. Like, Ghosts looks like an up-resed old game. This looks far more modern.
Well, you mentioned something interesting to me about going back to Ghosts after being used to this mobility.
Yeah, so I haven't even used any of that stuff yet, because, we're kind of in Storyland here, but, yeah, I mean, these suits on our backs let us double jump and do little boosts like this.
That's pretty cool.
So if I run, you push forward, you click in the stick and push forward to run. But if I do side steps, I get little Titanfall boosts, and it runs out. You see, kind of that click of like it hasn't recharged yet.
So it is a
if I'm in the air, I can boost backwards. From the air, I can boost forwards also.
That's cool.
So it leads to a lot of situations where, like, to get places, I'll start running, jump, and boost, and kind of get out there. You can also, oh, you know what? So in this mission, I don't have the double jump.
Oh, okay.
There are 2 types of exosuits, so some missions you have double jump, some missions you have shield.
Does that screw with you at all? I mean, are there times where you're expecting to do a double jump?
No,
oh, crap, this isn't one of those?
Not in the campaign. The multiplayer, you always have the double jump.
Okay, good.
It's the cool thing about this game. So,
all right, here's where you get sticky hands.
Yeah, also we have sticky hands. It's the future.
Yeah. Pretty cool. God, this looks really sharp.
You can really see the crazy climber influence here.
Reimagine.
Yeah.
Were you controlling that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure it's not. You don't have like full freedom, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
mean,
much
I'm pushing
left,
up,
Yeah.
So here's a little nifty bit of future stuff. The mute charge
What does that do?
makes everything quiet.
That's cool. That's really cool. It's like a silencer for explosions?
Yep. Or whatever you need to silence. It's all scripted stuff. You can't just deploy those wherever you want.
Right,
so
right.
Sort of.
This looks pretty cool. I'm getting pretty excited. I was telling you earlier that, I don't know, there hasn't been a really good kind of dumb, mindless shooter campaign in a while.
Yes.
And I say dumb lovingly, obviously, just mindless, run around, shoot stuff, and I think this is going to be a really good campaign for that from what I've seen.
I ended up really enjoying the campaign here. The story is like it's a big dumb action movie.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
But with Kevin Spacey kind of playing it up real well. Here's the collectibles, little laptops.
Mitchell, we need eyes on the targets.
I like how hesitant Sledgehammer and Activision were to say that Kevin Spacey was the villain in this, even though it's super obvious.
Yeah, I mean, he's the head of a PMC.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what story you're telling. So this part's a little tricky. I might actually screw this up because it was a little confusing the last time I did it.
Maybe the classic breach in slow-mo and shoot everyone?
No. So we put these harmonic little things in here. I need to tag targets
That's awesome.
and tag the 4 guys that I think have guns.
Oh, this is cool. This reminds me of kind of that Splinter Cell Conviction thing where you could tag the dudes and then go in and just pop, pop.
Yeah, so I mean, I can tag the hostages, but that would probably be bad.
Don't do that.
I think there's one over back.
Execute a hostage.
So you are currently working for the PMC that Spacey runs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, damn it. I wasn't fast enough.
Showtime. All right, Mitchell. You're our eyes. Recon shows 4
This is clever. I like this.
Markham. We'll take them down together. On your shot, Mitchell.
Is that Gideon guy like your Captain Price?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mitchell, mark the targets.
Okay, that guy just got slapped, so he's definitely not.
They're gonna execute a hostage.
Yeah, well, I can't find the fucking 4th guy. He's right there.
Get him! Oh.
Uh,
What happens if you only tag like 2 of them and then you try to burst in?
you can't. I have to.
You have to tag all 4?
Yeah, I have to get these guys. So 2, 3,
take them down together. On your shot,
And
Mitchell.
there's got to be one over here somewhere.
I see some feet under a table over there. Right there. Up.
Mitchell, mark
Yeah.
the targets.
Yeah, but it's not. There's nothing there.
Oh.
There.
What the
Gonna
hell?
execute a hostage.
Get him!
Hostiles are tagged.
Ah.
Damn. I take it the length is pretty much consistent with, modern
Oh yeah,
Call of
yeah.
Duties.
I made it through about 6 hours. It's pretty standard.
That's fine for me. I think people have kind of stopped complaining about that, and it's just kind of a given at this point.
I mean, for a game where there are a lot of people who never even touched the campaign. Like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Targets.
Wow.
They're gonna execute a hostage.
Yeah. Well, shut the.
Hostiles are tagged.
There we go. Yeah, I just feel like, everyone complains about the price of the map pack and DLC and everything, but for $60, you're getting a lot of game with all of these Call of Duties, it seems.
It depends on what you're into. Like I think the zombie stuff is super lame.
I do too.
So
I do
when
too.
they have that in the game as their main co-op mode, it's
Yeah.
less of a game for me.
I like the Spec Ops stuff that IW does. That stuff's really fun.
But they haven't done that the same way for a long time. They do it on the multiplayer maps, and it's not new content. And that's what this has. Is this has a 4-player co-op mode. That's a wave-based thing.
So it's nothing like gimmicky, like aliens or zombies or anything?
No,
Yeah.
apparently there's some unlockable weird zombie thing at the end.
Oh. Some people get way into the zombie stuff. I have not ever liked
I
it.
think it's super dumb.
Yeah.
I think it's always been really lame.
Yeah.
And it's my least favorite thing about Call of Duty.
Yep. Me too.
It just feels out of place. Like there was the talk for a while they were going to break it out into its own game, and I was all for it because it's just like get it out of fucking Call of Duty,
Right,
Make it
right.
its own dumb thing, so I never have to see it again.
I just don't think the gameplay is interesting.
Yeah.
Like just, purchasing these expensive guns and stuff and I know there's a ton of Easter eggs and stuff, but they're so just like, oh jeez. And that last one where it's like, connect a mannequin to a lamp and then that opens this
Yeah.
door. It's like, what? Why am
Fuck
I doing
that.
this?
It's dumb. I never liked it.
This all looks really good. Oh, shit.
Oh jeez. Well,
This future's scary. Have you played this on PC at all?
no.
I think that's what I'm going to do it on. It's like 55 gigs or something.
Oh yeah. So that's a threat grenade. You'll see it'll highlight these guys in our HUD.
That's cool.
Yeah,
aren't the grenades like variable? Like you can switch
Yeah, I can
to-
hold down the button and kind of toggle them between different styles, but things are a little hot right now. Okay. I can pop overdrive, get a little bit of slow-mo here.
Oh, nice.
Can I blow up this? Yeah.
Now they're all going to freeze, and you need to say something cool and shoot them,
Yep.
and they'll shatter. That's cool. Are the cars destructible at all?
Probably. They usually are, aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, they seem to be blowing up. But
All right.
I wonder if that's scripted blowing up or real
Right.
blowing up.
Yeah. That grenade is really cool.
Yeah.
It's like a little bug grenade.
Oh. Fuck.
You're in Nigeria here?
Yeah.
Okay. I assume it's the standard, globe-trotting campaign.
Yeah, you're out there doing stuff. I'm just
Out there doing stuff.
colon the video game.
Yeah. I like doing stuff. That threat grenade's pretty awesome. Did they have that in multiplayer?
Yeah, it is one of the options
Okay.
for multiplayer.
What's the hybrid site?
That's I can click in
Oh,
for
cool.
that.
That's pretty cool.
They had that in Ghosts.
Oh yeah, that would have little things that would like click up and yeah. Now, I remember Sledgehammer was talking a lot about, taking their experience with Dead Space and kind of atmospheric, tense stuff. Like, they were saying that this was going to be like a new type of campaign with, like, some slower paced stuff. And
So yes, yeah, there are moments in the game where you are not shooting.
But, I mean, is it actually atmospheric, or is there
Yeah,
just, like...
there's some stuff where they do better than the games have done in the past at just having a change of pace. But a lot of it is like you still have moments where it's just like you're following a guy through a field and he's saying, "Okay, get down."
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
that's the stealth sequence. You know, which they've been doing since 4.
Yep.
You know, the mission before you go out here on your first mission, you know, you kind of go through some training stuff and spend some time with Kevin Spacey and you know that stuff's well done and serves the story. And so, I mean, to say like, oh yeah, we used what we learned on Dead Space, like no, that's a bit much. But
Okay.
you know, they've done more with the campaign in terms of, you know, story-wise, you know, like conveying story and the ways they convey story that I think is nicely done.
Okay. Any noticeable upgrades to the sound? Because that's another thing they were talking up from like the Dead Space experience is, you know, it's going to be the best sounding Call of Duty ever by far. Like, or is it just? I mean, they've always sounded pretty good.
Sounds nice. You know, they've sounded nice, but not as good as Battlefield.
Right.
That's,
Right.
Yep. That's always been the thing. Is DICE can make guns and the reverb of guns off of realistic environments like sound amazing.
Yeah.
I think these guns sound fine. Like it sounds good. It's a good sounding game. But I'm not going to sit here and say like it's the best sounding Call of Duty ever. It's
Right.
not a huge difference.
Area clear.
Can you rip off any car doors like that?
Not that one because the window was rolled down. But yeah, you can rip off car doors as a trophy for throwing car doors and killing people with a car door.
Sounds like a cool thing to do.
Copy. We're on it.
Are you a fan of the way they do it as far as the yearly split up the studios now with 3 of them?
So yes and no. I think that's a more sensible way to develop these games and not have the same team crank out the same thing year in, year out.
Yeah.
But when you talk about stuff like the branching campaigns of Black Ops 2, and you talk about, you know, the boost stuff in this game, like those are things that I think are like it's the best things Call of Duty has done recently, you know, since Call of Duty 4. And for them to get in this position where it's like, oh well, and you saw it with the Infinity Ward Treyarch split. It's like, well, this game has dolphin dives, this game doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, well, fucking make up your minds.
Yeah.
Like, just get in a room and go like, what do we want Call of Duty to be? Because like this stuff, like changing it arbitrarily, just seems lame.
Yeah.
And so now we're at this point where, like, with this double jump boost stuff, like, it is now, a dramatic shift. And so if next year's game doesn't have this stuff, I don't want to play it.
Really?
I think that's what it does for the multiplayer in this game. Like, the being able to boost around and stuff is really good.
Well, I know all those studios are so big on like this is our game, this is our vision for Call of Duty.
no.
So like I can't imagine.
And it was
the next
very
one
cocky.
is-
I mean, the IW days, you know, pre the split,
Area clear.
Oh yeah.
you know, they were downright
I've got it.
dickish about it,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and that's fine. But it led to situations where the games felt disjointed when you compare them to one another. Advances in one game wouldn't be reflected in the other and stuff like that. I think that's like completely unforgivable at this point. Like for them to go to this 3-studio thing, like hopefully they are working together and being smarter about it. So this game, I mean, this game apparently makes references to zombies. I haven't seen that stuff, but that stuff leaked out. Damn it. Less talking, more shooting, I guess. And the created class system is very much out of Black Ops.
Okay.
Like that kind of pick 10 system, except now it's pick 13.
Okay.
And they've rolled in score streaks, so if you want to be a total dick to your team, you can just say, well, I'm not taking any score streaks because I want to carry more guns.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. These guns all seem pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, you shoot dudes.
Is this like a 3-round burst?
No, yes, actually, yes.
This seems like my kind of gun here.
That's right. I just tried to double jump up that ledge. But yeah, there's some good like, you know, there's almost like some spy stuff in this game. Where you're kind of walking around trying to find a specific target and stuff like that, and you're walking around a civilian area and
Oh, really? Without a gun out?
Without a gun, yeah.
Okay.
And I think that stuff's well done. It's a short sequence, kind of as it should be.
Yeah.
It's not super self-indulgent. So let's pop our shield and see if we can get around behind this technical. but we got to look out because there's guys like that over here, and well.
Yeah, I like stuff like those little sequences. Like I think it was the first Black Ops where you're swimming around in the river and you're placing bombs on the boats.
Yeah,
I like those little breaks from the usual action.
Yeah, they've got those, you know, and maybe a few more of those than they normally have. And it feels like a more dramatic change of pace than maybe they've done in the past. But you know, it's still a Call of Duty game. Like it's not dramatically different in terms of tone and scope and just the things you're doing.
I'm getting the sense you're definitely more enthusiastic about this one than Ghosts.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a better game than Ghosts. And you know, it's a game that, by virtue of the mobility and stuff, like kind of makes Ghosts worse.
Well, I can't imagine too many people are going to be playing that after this.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck. God.
You playing on standard difficulty?
Yeah. I just wanted to kind of be able to run and gun and talk and play and stuff.
The shield seems handy.
It's the thing you get instead of the double jump when you get this type of XO, basically.
And do you pick that, or is this mission
it's mission
specifically?
specific.
Okay.
You know, and some of the missions have more verticality than others, so they kind of build to that. So you're not necessarily missing it when you don't have it.
Gotcha.
Most of the time.
So you always have the sideways boost and the air
Yes.
boost. You just sometimes don't have the double jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes you have overdrive, sometimes you don't. You know, sometimes you have a stim that heals you. You know, there's kind of different abilities.
I'm so glad they've never budged on the 60 frames a second thing.
Yeah,
It always looks so good.
Yeah, it does. Okay, we're gonna use our magnets a little bit more here. No, this is a weird spot. There's like the way the.
That's cool.
But there's some fucking awesome action movie shit after this. that
All right.
you know, it's basically a quick time event, really, but it's a good looking one. I'll give it that.
Cross the street.
I mean, this series does those big action movie shit sequences better than, I mean, I guess Uncharted's probably up there,
Sure. Yeah.
but this is about the top. Oh, Jesus, you can get hit by these cars?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I never understood Battlefield's insistence on trying to recreate these like Call of Duty campaign things, because that's not what people are getting Battlefield for.
Makes good trailers. It's not what people are getting Call of
Uh,
Duty for either. But
That's true.
Cross the street.
I mean, these typically are better than the Battlefield ones for sure.
yeah. This weird thing where, yeah, like the cars buckle like they're hurt that they've been shot. See?
Oh, wow.
Well, that kind of that's
What's
yeah.
going on there?
Yeah. I mean, you know, who knows how you're going to react if your car gets shot while
Just
you're driving.
like that.
Well,
Oh, okay.
we're fine. We're fine.
All right. Is that a dog? Okay.
Not anymore.
Well, technically still is a dog.
Target truck is approaching your position.
I don't know, man. That's debatable.
Mitchell.
You don't do the neck breaking thing anymore with
Oh,
the
no?
dogs. Yeah, it's weird.
How are the melee kills?
You know, they're all right. The melee range feels super reduced
Oh, really?
in multiplayer. Like there's no like lunge attached to it. You have to be right up on them.
Are you guys gonna jump on top of cars?
We're gonna jump on top of this bus.
That's a cool thing to do.
Oh, we gotta hit X.
Bang my hands. All right. This is something I'll probably never do. Oh,
sure?
this is cool as hell.
Take out those SUVs.
This is how you had to get to work today because of the
Yeah,
giants.
it's the fucking parade.
Yeah.
it took forever to get here.
I looked out the window and saw you hopping from bus to bus.
That that would have been faster.
Shooting target southbound on the highway. Find transportation and
Yep, this is really cool. Can you grenade? That probably wouldn't work, would it? Holy shit.
I'm gonna hide behind you. Is that cool?
Can you use your shield?
Oh yeah, I guess I could, huh? I'm too busy falling down here, though.
Oh, Lord.
That's fine.
Are you going to
Oh,
shoot
wait.
while you're hanging? Yes! Oh, this is fucking cool. I am so in the mood to play this game. Look out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a quick time event, but, you know, it's an effective, flashy one. A style over substance moment.
I'm okay with that.
Fuck it.
Yeah! Kick it open with your robot legs. Oh, okay.
What's up, man?
Fuck yes. Fuck you!
Yeah.
That would fucking suck.
I waited too long and died. I did not hit X in a timely fashion.
We get to watch that guy get thrown into a pole again?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Those SUVs. Get ready to jump.
You need to take out tires and stuff?
I don't know.
Get it. We've lost visual on you. Pursuing target southbound on the highway. Find transportation and follow. Roger that.
It's the future. Everyone has run flats, you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Stay
yeah.
close.
This is the type of shit I'm really gonna like with Oculus, I think.
Yeah.
Seems really fun and cool.
I don't know, but like, you know, when you control the head motion, like these moments where it's rotating on its own for dramatic effect are kind of lost.
I'm sure they're gonna find ways to, you know, give you cues to like, hey, you're supposed to be looking
Right,
at this
yeah.
truck right now.
Let's see if I can hit X better this time.
Yes! God damn it. That guy's like super dead, right?
Yeah, I mean that's he's probably not coming back from that.
Okay. And I assume they're not doing a Wii U version of this?
Enemy chopper.
I don't know.
They did with Ghost, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Well, you know, that's a different crew is making those versions of the game.
Right.
So if there is a Wii U version, it would probably be handled by the 360, PS3
Right.
set. Oh shit.
Have you played any of this on 360?
No, I have not seen it at all.
Okay.
I cannot use my shield here, actually.
This guy's flying out of the helicopter, pretty cool.
Jump.
No, that's a square.
Oh.
Okay, got it. We're good. No.
Oh,
Oh, wait. No, we're good.
oh.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my god, that's cool! Yes! This is cool as shit. Just the sequence looks better than anything that happened in Ghost, I think.
Yep.
Oh. Yes.
I forgot there's a guy in the back of this thing we're trying to save.
Is there like underwater? I know in the trailers they showed like there's a San Francisco level where the waves come in. Do you actually shoot underwater and stuff? Or?
There's a multiplayer level that has waves come in. You know how Gears of War had that stuff where like a thing happens
a
midway through the map?
sandstorm happens
Yeah,
and you can't see.
some of the maps have those.
Okay. You like that stuff?
Boy,
It's okay.
Yeah.
dozing.
I can take it or leave it.
Until I say it is.
Please tell me this fucker's alive.
Stop stressing, he's breathing. Barely.
What the hell do we want with this guy anyway?
Don't know, don't care. That's up to the boffins back at HQ. You get your money's worth of
Boffins?
Johnny?
Boffins.
What's a boffin?
Like a dude.
Drinks on me tonight.
Isn't it like a pelican?
Yeah,
Or
probably.
What's the word
That's
I'm thinking
puffin.
of?
You're all right,
Puffin, that's
Mitch.
it. Are there puffins in this game?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, in the future.
Future puffins.
They've got robot suits.
Okay, so exo challenges. These are 4 things that you do over the course of the campaign, and every time you kind of meet a milestone, you get another upgrade point that you spend here in the campaign.
Is it always those 4 criteria?
Yes.
Okay.
There's always grenade kills, headshot kills, and finding the laptops. So I have 2 more points to spend here. You know, it's stuff like increase reload speed, reduce recoil, you know, faster ADS, flinch less when shot. You know, some of the stuff you'd see on perks and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know?
Seems pretty cut and dry.
Yeah. So I can put. Let's see here. What should we do? Recoil would be good. I could do recoil and resistance. That might be.
Quick aim sounds useful.
But we that would be 2 points spent on just quick aim. So this early in the campaign, I ended up filling up almost all of these by the time I got through the campaign once.
Okay.
Yeah. So the light upgrades like that, you're not picking loadouts going into a mission like you did before, which is pretty much fine. Let's watch this next cutscene just to get a feel for the story.
Was nothing like the Marines, but I wasn't complaining.
With lives hanging in the balance, Atlas forces moved in swiftly to rescue the hostages.
God damn it, Gideon. I didn't know you were a movie star.
Oh, easy now. I know it's probably the first
I think these
time
character
you
models in
went
these
backwards
cutscenes, I mean,
hillbilly
the,
house to see someone with a
pre-rendered,
full-set
whatever,
teeth.
but they look really nice.
Yeah, they do.
It really helps.
Because that's what your
We'll see
mom-
Kevin Spacey in a second here.
Did you see that shit?
They are even stoked by that guy hitting the pole.
Right? You got lucky.
That's Troy Baker, right? He's
Yeah,
Mitchell.
yeah.
Whatever happened to that guy who pulled out of the drink anyway, huh?
Irons took that with him. It's fine by me.
Badass, man. Fucking badass.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
As you were, son. As you were.
Is there something we can help you with, sir?
That
Well, at
looks
last
exactly
we
like
can
Kevin
start.
Spacey.
I'll do you one better.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Gather
it's
around,
nice.
gents.
Like good performance capture, like the movement and stuff like that. It really helps kind of drive home the story. I
There's an
think.
old military saying. You treat your men like you would your own beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. I lost my son, and it taught me the importance of seizing.
This is almost some Uncanny Valley
of
stuff.
saying what
Yep.
needs to be
Wow.
said.
There were definitely a couple of moments where I was kind of squinting at it, going, "Damn,
Yeah.
wait a minute."
Hell of a job out there. Lagos has opened up fantastic opportunities for Atlas, and for that, I'm grateful. To you, gentlemen.
It felt good to celebrate. But Gideon was right. We just got lucky. And the KVA was getting better and thinking bigger every day.
I've got a prediction.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey is somehow in cahoots with this KVA terrorist because it's helping his company get contracts to go out there and kill them.
I thought that at a point as well.
Okay. No spoilers, obviously.
I
but
won't.
that's-
I won't tell you one way or the other.
Okay, that's what I think is going to happen.
I'll say this. It's a fairly standard PMC kind of story.
Yeah.
Hidden behind the protection of technology.
And that's definitely how they've been positioning it all along. Is just like
I am here to liberate you from
what happens with unchecked power and all that sort of stuff. Like it's very much like it could be a similar blockbuster. It's
Okay.
a topic that has been done to death, I think. So it's not like necessarily breaking a lot of new ground
Yeah.
in that sense. But I think it's
visual on enemy packs
a nicely told story
Okay.
with some cool future shit.
targets at GRG.
Let's get out of the campaign here.
Seriously, I'm super impressed just from that level I just saw.
Yeah. So why don't we get into co-op here real quick, and then we'll get into proper multiplayer. The PS4 version sounds like it's been getting out there a little bit, so we might be able to find some live games, but we may have to play as some bots. Survival here, we'll probably have to just play alone.
Is it retailers? Are they leaking it early?
Yeah. So this is Exo Survival. It's played on the multiplayer maps, and you have to unlock. You have to basically start at Tier 1, complete rounds in these Tier 1 maps to unlock the Tier 2 maps, and so on, and so on, and so on. So let's go to this Detroit map. We'll do regular difficulty, sport drops enabled.
Are the maps themselves modified at all for this mode, or is it
No,
the exact same?
It's
as
the multiplayer maps.
Okay.
And so this is a wave-based survival mode for up to 4 players. You get in here, and it has the purchasing terminals like Zombies mode would have.
Right.
It also will have objectives and stuff like that you'll need to accomplish in in some rounds.
Can you buy like kill streak rewards and things like that? Okay, that sounds a lot like the IW survival thing they did with I think MW3.
Yeah, it's very similar. So we kind of choose right off the bat. I'm going to choose light because it gets the best boost stuff. You start with a UAV, and yeah, 4 grenades and exo hover. So you don't have tactical grenades on your left bumper anymore.
Oh, really?
You have your exo ability, which I have hover enabled here, which is really good if you like getting shot in the air.
That's fun, yeah.
Good luck.
I assume there's none of the climbing stuff in multiplayer survival, right? Okay. And so did you pick hover at the beginning of this, or is
no,
that
that's
with
just
the light?
Default with light. It's hover.
Oh, that was cool. All right.
Oop.
Yeah, this seems just like the IW stuff. Oh, I like that a lot. Throughout the campaign, do most of the bad guys have exosuits too?
No.
Okay.
Confirmed. All hostiles KIA.
All right, so we're going to run over to the weapons terminal here, and I'm going to buy a red dot sight.
I assume with multiplayer, like the Pick 13, you can't like decide not to have an exosuit and free up a bunch of points, right? Okay. Everyone's got one.
Yeah. Okay. Now we will double tap to ready up and continue forward.
Enemy units spotted near your
And so the weapons are gated by what round or what wave you're on here?
Yeah, and also upgrade points you need to spend to acquire them.
Okay. Yes. I'm gonna really like doing that a lot.
Whoa, hey. Hi.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to play this mode alone.
Right.
You can.
Can you always see guys through the walls like that?
No, it's only when you're down to the last couple
okay.
in a round. They kind of just, they let you know where they are.
Gotcha.
So at this point, I'm saving my upgrade points to spend here at this exo station. I can change classes at any point, but I also stats. So weapon proficiency, you do more damage, increases just the capabilities of your gun. Armor is, armor. Exo battery lets you use the awesome hover more often. And here's the other, some of the other exo options for your tactical stuff.
Does it cost anything to switch classes?
No.
Okay.
Enemy forces en route to your location.
Okay, let's pop our UAV. And so for defend rounds, we need to be in the defense zone and kill 10 guys.
Okay.
While standing in this part of the map.
I kind of like how it shifts objectives on the fly like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's, it's not unlike the Mass Effect 3 mode. Oh, that guy fucking just take it.
Did you just shoot a grenade out of your arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the multiplayer grenade throw. You can use those smart grenades. I think that's one of the multiplayer options. But by default, the regular frags. Okay, so we completed our defense stuff. I'm going to get out of here. Damn it. You get one self-revive.
Okay. Do you have to hold anything, or is that just automatic?
No, it just goes.
Can you buy more?
No, I don't think so. I think you might only even get that when you're playing alone. One of the things you'll see, if you watch the mini-map up there, when I use my exo abilities, you see that little ping?
Oh, yeah.
You see that on the map when other people use their abilities. So even if you don't see them, let's get gung-ho, fire while sprinting and sliding.
All right.
So now you see when I sprint, the gun just stays up.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And I can slide and still shoot. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a cool thing to do.
Enemy K9 units approaching.
But yeah, just the mobility in multiplayer lets you do some really cool. So I can also jump up, boost slam.
Ooh, that's cool.
Like Borderlands or something.
Yeah. You better murder all those dogs. Just punch a dog in the face. Oh God.
But yeah, so I can be running, sideways alongside this, and then jump up, boost over to land on.
That's really cool.
And that stuff's super addictive. It's a lot of fun. Just the mobility is really great.
I totally see what you mean about going back and not having this in the next one.
Yeah.
Treyarch's next up to bat. I think.
Right, yeah. It's like, what are you going to go make a World War II game? No. Or I hope not.
Do you think we're ever going to get a renaissance of World War II? Because it was just the biggest thing in the world for years, and then ever since 4, it's
I think eventually, I totally think eventually they will be forced to revisit that stuff. It'll be the only place left for them to go.
Yeah. I remember how disappointed everyone was when they did World at War.
Well, I think World at War was not a great game.
No. It was Black Ops where Treyarch really kind of found their footing, I think. A lot of people consider Treyarch to be like the A-team now.
They are, absolutely. Well, I would say this game puts it up for debate yet again.
Yeah, right.
But,
it's just crazy that Infinity Ward, obviously, it's just a name now, basically. So
right.
It's basically the Leonard Skinner of today.
Well, yeah.
Exact same situation.
Sure.
Enemy drone units inbound.
So I just spent a bunch of points on weapon proficiency, which means my guns are now. This gun is now better.
Like just stronger?
Yeah, it does more damage, better rate of fire,
recoil, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Is that your battery down there next to the grenade?
Yeah.
Okay. I like the UI. It seems pretty clean.
Yeah. Let's go drone on drone. We'll pop this guy. Get out there. Help.
Oh, that's cool. Drone fight.
One thing I'll say is a little tip if you plan to play this mode alone, never pick any of the kill streaks that you have to manually aim.
Oh,
because you always come out of it and there'll be like 3 guys just standing there shooting you. It's really annoying.
I heard there's well, I guess we'll probably see this in multiplayer, but there's co-op kill streaks now.
Yeah,
like team kill streaks.
Yeah, so basically there's one of the airstrike. It's something that's flying overhead. It's got a main weapon, but then it also has some side guns. So if other players can hold down square and join in on that kill streak, basically.
So even if you suck,
take one of the side guns.
So even if you suck and you don't typically get kill streaks on your own, you can at least have some of that fun.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I have not seen a ton of that in use. I tried it once and thought it was kind of lame.
That always did frustrate me because, I'm not like a pro-level player who's getting these upper-level kill streaks. So all these cool, fun-looking things I'm rarely getting.
Yeah. Well, one of the things you can do now. We'll get out of this. So my multiplayer progress is on a different account, so we're actually going to log out and log back in. To get into actual multiplayer. One of the things you'll see with the create a class is remember how they did support as a kill streak type, and it would your kills would count across your own deaths.
Yeah, and you could get points for capturing a flag or holding a domination point or something. Yeah.
And so they have a concept that is like that in here that I think is pretty smart. Like the way the thing they've done with some of the kill streak stuff is pretty good. So let's.
Yeah, I liked it when it was consistent, where it's even if you died 4 times or whatever, if you're banking them.
Yeah, you're still going to eventually be able to get a UAV out or something like that.
Yeah.
You have options. So.
You're not Jason.
I am now.
You're supposed to be in there.
Jason's doing all this murdering, not me.
That's a good Jason voice.
Okay.
Combat ready? Is that just a training thing?
It's like a bot match, like a one-on-one thing you can get into. So we should be able to play some team deathmatch here against real people, but I think for some of these other modes we're going to have to get into bot stuff. Game's not out yet, so I'm saying that's probably why some of these menus are a little slow, because they're maybe not up to server capacity yet. But of course, I will wait and see how that actually works with the real thing. You customize your guy, male, female. Different parts. Customize your player card. Set up your own stuff, like they've done emblem editor, that sort of thing.
Does it still have just like a ton of unlockable, like,
Yeah.
here's your dumb weed leaf thing?
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Okay.
So you see we have 13 points to spend in the create a class here. And that now includes these score streaks. So I can add a second score streak, it'll take another point.
Okay.
I can add a third, it'll take another point. Score streak 4, you need
perk?
this wild card to use. So, wild cards are still there if you want 3 attachments. You can spend a point to get primary gunfighter, and then, use your attachments here. They have a firing range here that is right there.
That's cool.
So you can just get in there and try out your loadout, which
That's
is cool.
really smart. No loading, no anything?
Yeah,
just
you're
right into it?
You're just right there.
That's awesome.
So let's get in here and look at the weapons here. At level 6, we have not unlocked everything. But I have unlocked some of the attachments for the AK-12. So everything is set. You're not spending points. You're not earning squad points to spend stuff. It's when you get 40 kills with the AK, you get the second sight. 60 kills, you get the third, and so on. Which is weird because you end up with some levels where you're like, oh, I unlocked a sniper rifle I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to use.
Oh,
which,
weird.
Is why they switched it to that other style in the first place. So at some point that's a zero change thing in a weird way where it's just like, well, what?
That's odd, yeah.
They're changing it just to change it. But I think the 13-point thing and being able to say like, well, I want to have more attachments and more shit over here. I want to take 2 perks or 6 perks or whatever. So let's just clear more of these kill streaks to get more points back to spend over here. It's a cool idea. It does maybe put you in a situation where you might just say, screw my team. I'm not going to take any streaks at all.
Right.
So this is what I was talking about. You can kind of modify your score streaks. And those other 2 are locked here, but I can choose 1. And so this makes it cost more.
Okay.
So it makes it harder to get. But you can go make it so you can make the UAV orbital so it can't be shot down anymore.
Oh, wow.
You can add threat detection so it paints them on the screen through walls and stuff. You can make it so it stays up for longer. You can make it so it's like the stealth bomber or the high-end UAV was where it shows the enemy directions. And all these things add, so it adds 200 points to it. The one is support. So if you turn on support, then the points earned stay through death. But then it costs 300 more points to call it in at all.
So this is not taking a point in your pick 13?
That is not taking a point.
Right.
Just having a score streak at all is,
Right.
but modifying it does not.
Okay.
So we can go orbital care package. We can customize it. Add thrusters so it always appears near you when it lands.
Huh.
Pick up your own faster. Make it so it's a trap if the other enemies try to get it. Odds of getting better items, that sort of stuff. And also support for that one as well. So the Warbird is something that multiple players can get on. You can cloak it.
That's the thing where you get like gunners on the side?
Yeah. Have it AI controlled. That's cool. Joining player mounts additional MG turret. That sort of stuff. Your abilities, I don't like these.
No?
No, the replacement for tactical grenades. I don't like any of these abilities from what I've used them so far. Cloak doesn't fool anyone. Like Predator cloaks don't
Right.
fool people in video games anymore.
Yeah.
Like no one's that dumb. Hover sucks. It's just like serves you up in the air waiting to get gunned down. Ping, well, I guess will draw people on the map. Maybe I would like that. Overclock makes you go a little faster. Stim like raises your health, but not to a point where it's like making a big difference. Silence your footsteps for a little bit. The shield is, it's okay. I don't know.
So do you
I'm not a shield guy.
typically just not use one of these and save that point?
That's when I unlock more attachments and stuff like that. That's probably what I would do. Is just turn it off. And I'm taking 2 frags. So here you have variable grenades that you can cycle through. Kind of some of the other types of grenades from the campaign. Spike drone, which I'm not sure what that does. I tried using it when I had it unlocked last time, and it didn't. I don't know. So I'm going with frag. It's a frag grenade. Shoots off your wrist. It's a lower arc, so it's a lot harder to aim.
Okay. Can you still cook it?
Yeah. Your secondaries are pistols, launchers, and a crossbow.
Didn't know the crossbow was in this.
Yeah. And primaries, basic types. There's this constant beam of directed energy weapon. It's a fat laser.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting. I didn't much care for it. LMGs are here as well. This XMG is like a dual-wield chain gun, like Wolfenstein boss thing.
Okay.
And then special, you get the heavy shield and a grenade launcher. So you could use wildcards to take 2 primaries instead of a secondary, and carry a grenade launcher and a regular weapon if you wanted to, that sort of stuff. So it's very flexible. It's more flexible than the 10 system was by virtue of it being 13 and letting you turn off and turning off the score streaks, so you can kind of go a little bit further. But we can also just clear this whole class.
Oh yeah.
No points, knives. That's it.
Just a real cool, tough dude.
Just a real raw man or woman running around with a blade, doing dirt.
I'm really into the firing range thing because whenever I unlock new things, like I don't want to put it on and then like spend a whole fucking match, running around with this if I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, I actually like that they're putting numbers on the stats now.
Yeah.
And you're seeing kind of like, well, when it adds 2 to, when I put this sight on, it adds 2 to this and takes 1 away from this, and I think that's nicely done. Let's see. Before we actually get into a match, there's also the armory. This is weird. I don't think I like this part at all.
What am I looking at here?
So the armory, you unlock items. Some of them cosmetic. We will equip the bloodshed helmet here, and you see he's now got this helmet.
Yep.
That helmet will last for another 18 minutes and 23 seconds before it expires.
Of game time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, like, you're unlocking cosmetic stuff that then expires, and like when it expires, it flips you back to the default thing for your dude, and also it's a first-person shooter. You don't really care what you look like.
Yeah.
Some things so these you'll get a supply drop basically when a match completes, or at random intervals. You'll even get some playing through the campaign, and some of these will include guns. So you'll get a version of a weapon that's already in the game, but it'll be like it's the quiet version, which means it comes stock with a silencer and has slightly different stats and stuff like that. And they're all time limited. You can actually just cash most of those in for more XP. I didn't much care for any of the weapons that I saw coming out of that system. And it's stuff like, here's a pair of pants you can use for an hour. I'm like, what?
That's not how pants work.
I don't really care about that. So that whole system, I think, seems really dumb. Classic playlists without exo movement. If you're crazy, you could take that stuff off, but it's the thing that makes the game interesting in the first place. So I'm going to say maybe don't do that.
I wonder if there's going to be these like purist Call of Duty guys that are like, oh yeah, this is the real way.
Well, people play hardcore, people play, like that sort of stuff. There's definitely people that like to play different ways.
It seems like this whole game is just built around that exosuit, though. So
yeah,
to ignore it seems silly.
And that, to me, that's the thing that makes this game exciting at all. Is the new movement options. Let's see how this goes. You start with custom stuff unlocked. It's not like get to level 5 and then you get to use custom class. They're just like, fuck man, you know what you're doing.
What are those dudes in tubes? Are they making like solid snakes in there?
Probably.
Yeah? Man, the future's crazy. What's the level cap?
50.
Okay. And prestige and everything
yep.
Like normal? Okay. Remember Ghost was trying that weird thing with all the squad points and like 10 squad members,
yeah.
Each of them can prestige once.
We got a supply drop. Good. That means when we finish this match, we'll get to see stuff. Yeah, the multiple squad member thing.
I did not like that.
No, I didn't much. I thought that the weird AI mode where you're like, where you're building a squad that then goes and fights while you're not playing.
Yeah.
Was an interesting idea.
Did anyone do that much though? Like,
I did it here and there. I don't know. Not really. Whoa.
Is the emblem editor pretty cut and dry, or is it? Because I know people were making dicky things with it.
Yeah,
so
it's the exact same sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holy.
Yeah.
Crap.
So
Okay.
you can do that to kill people on this map.
That's cool.
Yeah. By the way.
That's a cool thing to do.
Who was shooting at me?
That guy?
That guy.
Nope,
not
that guy.
Oh, that guy. I was going to try to boost up and shoot them while I was in the air. Didn't work out. Where'd that guy go?
On top of that thing?
Right there. Are you hearing your dog bark, or am I going crazy?
I heard that. I don't know if that's in the game or if we have a dog in the office for some reason. This looks like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Does the story go into some of this like genetic weird super soldier stuff? No,
just maps, man.
Okay. I see Call of Duty go all Saints Row 4 and it's like, you got superpowers now.
Yeah.
I do wonder what the other teams do, because it seems like lately it's all been this kind of like near future stuff. You know,
Right.
Ghost was,
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3. Actually, I guess all of Modern Warfare was, well, that was more current day.
Yeah, it was like slightly ahead of the curve, but not.
Maybe I think Black Ops 2 did the future stuff, and then Ghost, and then this. So it's like we've had 3 in a row that are the same type of era.
And there's some consistency. I mean, that little wrist launcher thing.
We're losing this fight.
In general, the map's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they are Call of Duty maps.
Was that a score streak thing? That's
Yeah,
on that?
yeah,
Okay.
it's a remote turret.
Gotcha.
So you kind of, when you have that up, you can hit square at any point to take control of it.
Right.
That guy is hiding.
Friendly UAV above.
This really does look better than Ghost in pretty much every way.
Yeah, I think so too.
UAV recon standing by.
Whoa, hold on. Let's pop that.
UAV is online.
You can shoot down UAVs, you know, with your launcher and stuff.
Yep. Do you use secondaries much?
I like to shoot down UAVs. I think it's fun.
Yep. You just usually have a Stinger?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what's dropping off, like care packages or something?
I'm not sure. That might just be a thing in the map.
I'm glad that not every map has like a gimmicky, like, now this is happening moment.
Yeah, that stuff. Whoa. Laser beams.
And it's just not exciting when like a scripted thing happens at the same point every time you play a map.
Yeah,
Like, here's where
and
this
some
thing-
of the maps do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought actually Ghost did a pretty cool one where it was the baseball field one.
Yeah.
Where it's like that giant thing would drop, and it was basically like a nuke would go off,
Right,
and then it's
yeah,
like
and
everything goes to shit.
yeah, I just thought it was one of those things where it's like, you know, you look at like the way Battlefield handled its like building, falling, changing a multiplayer map stuff.
Right.
And that seemed like their answer to that, but it just fades out and fades back in
Yeah.
with a new map
Yeah,
in like
yeah.
the most like bootsy way possible. This is kind of. Oh. It's Call of Duty. You get shot in the back a
Nothing more we
lot.
can do here, Sentinel. We've lost.
Here's me. There's me.
You're gonna get murdered here. He's got your number.
Remember that
Right.
helmet? Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be gone in like 16 minutes,
Oh
isn't it?
no.
Helmets expire.
Yeah, I think that's really lame. So we got a supply drop in that match, so we'll get some more stuff. We can kind of see if any of it is worth it. Shit. Okay, let's open this supply drop.
Elite!
Who's that guy yelling at me?
Elite! Low value score streak, 2 minutes in your next match. Great. So here's an example of a weapon that's, it's got additional stats and then, penalties to handling as a result.
When it says best in class, is that for like assault rifles?
That's just the description. Yeah, best in class. Yeah, best. That's the heavy weapon, the Pytek or whatever it is.
Well, so what am I looking at here? Like the Stinger. So you could equip that normally, right?
It's Seeker, so it has. So maybe it's a Stinger with lock on, and maybe the other Stingers don't.
Okay.
Let's bop out of here real quick and take a look at these items here. So now we can go into our armory here. This helmet we still have for 12 more minutes, but this gun, so I can hold this down and get 2,000 XP.
Okay. Do you tend to do that a lot?
That's what I've been doing so far. Like the weapons that it's been giving me haven't been interesting. For whatever reason, this helmet is not redeemable. Yeah. So what? Okay, orbital care package at 2 minutes into your next match. It would contain a low value score streak. All right.
So is that just a thing that happens now, or like you don't have to equip that, or it's not taking up a point?
I don't have to equip that one. That
Okay.
just seems, and then it seems like something that'll probably happen once. Let's see if we can find a domination match. Again, okay, no games found. All right, well, game's not out yet, so that's bound to happen.
Kill confirms back. I like that mode a lot.
Yep. Let's get into this and just look at another map here. And then we can play the other modes against bots. There's a couple of new modes. They're kind of sportsy mode.
Yeah, there's one where you're like
uplink.
You're dunking a space ball through a portal, and
Yep.
it's like an American Gladiators thing.
Yep.
That sounds all right.
It's neat. I don't know that I'll play much of it.
We have the lead. Team
I want a AAA American Gladiators game for next-gen consoles.
Yeah. I'll get right on that.
Larry Zonka, they give him the full Kevin Spacey treatment.
Yep.
Is he alive?
Sure.
Mike Adamley.
Oops.
Our UAV is online.
What do you think of that crank mode?
Cranked?
Yeah, cranked. Yeah.
I didn't like it very much.
What was the deal? Like you'd explode
Like
after
as
the
soon,
timer.
yeah, as soon as you get one kill, it starts a timer. That means you have to keep killing,
Right.
or you will blow up. Like
Right.
what?
Our UAV is online.
Why?
That's how war works.
Yeah. War works with you playing basketball with satellites.
They'd enlist
In
a
the
lot more
future,
people.
anyway.
It'd be easier to enlist people if that was the case.
Yeah.
Enemy recon drone inbound.
Shot him right in the butt.
Ah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, we're going to get our care package here in a few seconds, so maybe I'll just hang back here for a bit. Let that thing drop.
That's a stupid looking car.
That's the future, you know?
Our UAV is online.
All right, that's funny.
Friendly UAV above.
And it's just a
UAV
UAV.
ready.
Let's hit it. Screw it. Okay, so at least it's a slightly improved UAV. It's the one that shows enemy facing directions and stuff.
Does it still have the like strike package thing?
No.
Okay. Is that just IW that does that? I feel like
think
they
it was just
incorporated
Modern
it.
Warfare 3, wasn't it? So it's incorporated here by you being able to set any of your score streaks to support.
Okay.
Friendly UAV above.
That's kind of the legacy of that living on.
In terms of sales, is this series like, because I know for a long time each successive game like broke the record of the one before it. Has that plateaued at some point?
Yeah, I don't think that's happening anymore.
Yeah? I feel like we'd be hearing about it if it was.
Yeah, Up. Yeah.
I'm sure it's still a major moneymaker, though, obviously.
Oh, sure, yeah. But, you know, Ghosts was not particularly well received from a longevity angle, and Modern Warfare 3 didn't exactly burn it up, so they're having a couple of down years.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where, like, yes, this game's better, but is it better enough to, like, bring people back?
Right.
I don't know. You know, I like it. I think it's the best this game's been in a while. But at the same time, you know, it's still Call of Duty. It's not.
Yeah. Also, I'm more interested in this than I have since any of them since maybe Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. This match is almost over, then we'll play some bots, or see if anyone's playing the modes that I want to check out.
Our UAV is online. UAV in waiting.
That was ineffective handling of a UAV. I believe I called one out after one had just gotten called out. Whatever.
Now that's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
RTB for debrief.
Which one was it that had the thing where, like, you could carve your clan tag into your gun?
That was
Black Ops 2?
Black Ops 2, I believe, yeah.
Seems like most people are kind of around that 10 level.
I saw some people yesterday that were like 24, 25, stuff like that.
Jesus. How are retailers still fucking up stuff like this?
They're not fucking it up. They're deliberately selling it early because
really?
they're mom and pop shops. It's the only way they can compete.
Gotcha. Seems like they could get in trouble for that.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so we'll back out of online. We'll do local play. Esports modes.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
We're just calling it esports now.
So there's Momentum, which is a kind of a CTF kind of domination, or I guess actually it's more of a domination thing. Trying to think. This mode has been in other games.
Is Momentum the thing that used to be called War, basically, where there's like five
flags
like
that are linked?
Yeah,
and you push your way across.
And you get all 5 and then you win?
Yes.
I love that mode. So that's what this is?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I really like that mode a lot.
Okay. We'll play with some bots and we'll play Momentum.
All right.
Oh, we can, so since we're playing offline, I can actually just make whatever.
Oh, everything's unlocked?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Target enhancer. That's kind of interesting.
Is that like an underbarrel grenade launcher?
Wounding an enemy causes them to show on your mini-map.
Oh, weird. Yeah, but how often are you like wounding someone in Call of Duty and they're getting away, you know?
It happens. I don't know.
It's pretty rare. It's like 3 shots usually.
Yeah,
someone's dead.
Fair enough. We'll go 4 grip. And we'll take primary gunfighter and then take... Oh, yeah, dual mag. Extended mags. We'll shut this UAV off. Wait. But is that going to give me anything meaningful? Oh, well, okay, if we shut off our EXO...
Whoa.
Let's try the threat grenade out. Then we should... Okay, with 11 points, we can do... Well, let's see what we want here. We'll take lightweight, and we'll take... low profile, so we're invisible to UAVs. We'll take blind eye, so we're invisible to that other shit.
Is Hardline's the thing where you get one less, right?
Yeah,
oh, it's
yeah.
100. Yeah, I like that.
But I don't have any score streaks, so there's no point to taking it here. We'll take perk 2 greed, and we'll take peripherals to see what the minimap looks like with peripherals turned on.
You're just going bonkers with that one gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck the other gun.
Yeah.
Let's go in the firing range. See what's up with this gun.
Probably kill someone.
Think so.
Are each of those supposed to have like the same HP basically as the dude?
I would expect so. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever. Okay. Let's play Momentum.
Do you typically have a bunch of different custom classes, or do you kind of just have one at a time?
I'll have like 2 or something like that. I'll have like the one. Usually I get to a point where I have a silenced, like a very quiet class that doesn't show up on the minimap a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, is silenced and all that sort of stuff. And then one that's just an LMG.
Yeah, LMG is always my thing. Is this a Biodome?
Yes.
Yeah?
This is Biodome.
Okay.
Welcome to Biodome.
They've done Predator. What else did they do? They did Predator, the Halloween thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do people like those? I never actually did those DLCs.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was like, it seemed kind of dumb when they were just like inserting other stuff. But you know, Ghosts did have a purchasable option that you could let Snoop Dogg do all your announcing.
That's right.
And I'm sad it doesn't carry over. I wish that just worked in this automatically.
Yeah, this is totally the war mode. Holy shit.
Yeah, so this is the only active flag right now because, you know, we have to push in a direction.
Right, you can't just get one of them on the end.
Yeah, that guy's got those dual things.
Oh,
they're super silly.
That looks awesome.
You know, you can't really zoom in super well. Like, I didn't really like using it. Oh, well, that's you can also fall off this map, by the way.
No, that totally. You said Wolfenstein earlier, and that's how I played the New Order. I was just dual wielding the whole time, just shooting the shit out of everyone.
Well, that's.
Well, now you know where they are.
Yeah, congratulations, Threat Grenade. You've done your job.
It doesn't have like gun game or any of those like.
No, it does not have gun game.
I like gun game a lot.
Yeah.
One in the Chamber was another good one.
Yeah. Yeah, One in the Chamber was a lot of fun. Anyway, so you get the idea about what this mode is, you know?
No, I'm super happy about this.
No, it's good.
Butt stomp. Yeah. Oh boy, that was.
These bots are bots. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see uplink real quick here, and then we'll probably call it.
Is Sentinel a rival PMC to Atlas?
I'm not going to get into the faction-specific stuff of the story.
I want those guns. Do you have to do both triggers to shoot both, or do you just hold one?
Yeah, it's both.
That's fun.
Just like you were doing a Kimbo with pistols or something like
that.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, that's great.
Okay. Uplink.
How's that San Francisco map?
Oh, which one is that?
Bonus maps?
That's like you for pre-ordering. There's a map that you get that way.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That might be where the DLC maps show up as well. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I mean, they showed the San Francisco sequence. I want to say back at E3, didn't they?
The multiplayer thing?
No, the single player stuff.
Oh yeah, that was one of the first reveals.
Yeah. So this is just San Francisco is in the background. It's not necessarily a Golden Gate Bridge map.
Yep. You drive across that bridge all the time.
I do. And sometimes I think, man, what would happen if this thing got destroyed. That'd be probably pretty bad.
That'd be real bad, yeah. Don't want that to happen.
Uplink.
Yeah, I rode my bike through this exact area about a month or two ago, and like, these are all like not Civil War, World War II bunkers for something, in case the Japanese like brought boats in or something.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And they're still just there with all this graffiti and stuff all over them.
So this is where the ball spawns.
This is totally American Gladiators. I love this.
We need to get it.
Can you bonk someone in the head with the ball?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that sounds good.
You know, like a Halo skull or something.
All
See if
right.
we can get this guy here.
Bonk him. Can you throw it at his head?
Yeah, you can throw it at him. You can pass to other players and stuff.
Can you throw it at his head and kill him?
Probably not.
Oh.
I think he would just catch it and then have it.
Yeah.
It's 1 point for throwing, 2 points for just getting in yourself.
Dunk it. Yeah. I like this. Seems fun. Yep, he's dead.
You have the satellite.
Run. These bots are bots, man. They don't know how to play this at all.
These are standard difficulty bots.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I could turn up the bots, obviously. But
Yeah. Let me see you try to throw it through the thing.
I was trying to pass it to that guy that didn't go so good.
You have the satellite.
Oh, so there's two uplinks. Team specific?
Yep.
Okay. Are there any modes with multiple balls?
No.
Okay.
Our team has the satellite. Enemy has the satellite.
People are gonna hate that.
Satellite acquired. Satellite transferred. Satellite uploaded.
Anyway, that's uplink.
Yeah, I can see myself playing that.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah, so, you know, like, I think that there's some weird stuff in here. Like, all that supply drop stuff, I think, is dumb.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just goofy. I don't see the benefit. Like, I'd much rather just unlock gear permanently as I level up or complete challenges or something like that.
Right.
Oh, this was going to be the waves coming in. Yeah, I mean, it is still a Call of Duty game at its core. But I do think that the stuff they're doing with the mobility, I think, changes a lot and makes it a much more interesting game.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be up to people on their own to decide if they're still on the fence about Call of Duty enough to where they would be willing to give it another shot, or if they're done permanently.
Right.
Because
right.
you know, it's obviously there are people that are like super waiting for this because they still love Call of Duty. But I think if you're not in that group, it's still very much like Call of Duty. So if you want something that is a smart spin on that stuff, if that sounds exciting to you, I think people will dig it. It's a solid but straightforward campaign with some fun moments. The survival stuff's fine. The multiplayer is good, but it comes down to that mobility. That's the biggest change. And yeah, I like that stuff a lot. I don't see how they will go back. Like yeah, like I said, playing Ghosts after the fact was slow and I kept clicking in this, like trying to boost forward and stuff like that, and when it wouldn't work, I was like, man, fuck this game. What am I doing?
That's got to be scarier for the other developers.
Yeah, if I was working on the next Call of Duty game and this wasn't in the plan,
yeah.
Well, hopefully they've got something up their sleeve. I guess I don't know. You know, maybe they're probably smarter than I am. They have a lot more money, a lot more people working on that problem than just me.
Right.
Thinking about it here, but I want to play. I would be okay with playing more stuff like this with this sort of mobility. And now that, you know, in stuff like Titanfall with the wall running and stuff like that, and this, like, I don't want to play standard slow-moving competitive first-person shooters anymore. I want them to be quick and fast, and you're all over the place doing cool shit.
Yeah.
So
it looks great.
It's a rough one. We'll see what they do from here. But yeah, this is a solid game. I think it's better than the last couple, for what that's worth. So yeah, thanks, Dan.
Thank you.